What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Wrath2501 here. Alright, this is a Warhammer part of Double Feature Friday. Alright, this is every single Orc clan explained by an Australian, by Major Kill. I do like his stuff. And he's kind of got like a new format where he himself goes into the videos, which I think is kind of cool. That he's changing it up a bit. Alright, so let's get this party started. And go.
We'll go over each of the Orc clans, as well as some of the...
I had to cut out an advertisement of his at the beginning,
factions.
sorry.
As there isn't that many clans compared to, let's say, Craft Worlds, we can take a bit of a deeper dive into these clans than compared to normal. Let's get into it. The first clan on this list may well and truly be the Orkiest. We have the Goths. They are the biggest, baddest, and bangriest orcs around, and they will fuck you up. They fight like a nymphomaniac fornicates, and they're really bloody good at it. When you think of fun-loving memey orcs that everyone has a special place for in their heart, you are not thinking of the Goths. These guys are the scary fuck you orcs that will murder your family for sport and then beat you to death with your own child. Actually, that would be pretty funny, but you know what I mean.
That'd be pretty funny, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Of Armageddon, which is why shit like the Siege of Hell's Reach actually made the orcs seem scary as hell. After all, the big dick orc Gazkul is a Goth. They forego all sorts of subterfuge and strategy, and instead aim to win every battle through sheer girth and thrust. They also love throwing grenades at close range, which tends to help their cause. What's with the black and white checkered design? After all, you'd expect the big bad boys to get some yellow in there for the Dakar. Well, there's a few theories, including one where they are more or less just a bunch of soccer-loving hooligans. The most prominent theory, and my personal favourite, is that the Orcs got fucked to death so hard on Ulanor by the Lunar Wolves that their collective psyche imprinted the colours of black and white to mean strength and power, hence why they slap it on themselves. That's pretty neat. But yeah, they are basically the least fun of the Orc clans, but sometimes having fun is lame. But not today, as we look at the Evil Sons, who just love speed.
The Evil Sons?
They fucking love it. Am I talking about the drug or moving fast? Probably both, to be honest, as the Evil Sons also love making a shitload of noise while speeding, or doing speed. So it comes
They're
to
rivals
to,
what's his name? And I can't remember his name.
Love the colour red. They paint their vehicles red, they wear red armour, and they worship a woman's special time of the month. I'm not sure about that last part, but until it's proven wrong, that's my headcanon. If you aren't very well versed in Orc lore, red is the colour of speed. These blushing boys love flying, biking, and railing. Pretty sure the German screaming bomb planes from World War II were the inspiration for these guys' existence. Unlike the Goths, the Evil Sons can be unpredictable and a gigantic pain in the ass to beat. They build the best vehicles the Orcs have to offer, and they're really good at using them. As such, they were a huge asset to Gazkul's war effort on Armageddon. It is said that only Jagged-Eye himself can claim to be the greatest. There
you go, Jagged-Eye
The Orcs' economy, that being teeth, might seem really stupid and primitive, but they have somehow made it work. It's simple. The more teeth you have, and I don't mean in your mouth, I mean in your pocket or whatever, the richer you are. Fortunately for the Bad Moons clan, their teeth grow super quickly, meaning they're all genetically rich and they love to flaunt their wealth to their own advantage, making them the jolly good merchants of the Orc society. Now this might seem unfair for your Orc privilege, but this unbalance is quickly fixed when Orcs realize they can just punch the Bad Moons in the face and take their teeth. It's common for war bosses to have a group of Bad Moons in their retinue so they can occasionally punch them all in the face and accumulate wealth. Due to their privilege in Orc society, the Bad Moons don't just like Leroy Jenkinsing and enemy gun lines, hence will generally hang back and use ranged weaponry. This is especially effective as they can buy pretty nice ranged weapons by Orc standards. It's never hard to spot a Bad Moon, as they will always, without fail, be blinged up like a motherfucking pimp. Much to the disgust of the other Orcs.
Now I'm imagining
on the other side of the coin, we have the Povo Boys, the Snake Bites. These Orcs choose to remain primitive and tribal by choice. They are named the Snake Bites because a coming-of-age thing for them to do is to get bitten by a super venomous space snake, and then they have to suck the venom out themselves. You know, out of all the things in 40k, I genuinely now believe that the Snake Bites are the most appropriately named. As a result of these kind of, activities, the Orcs of the Snake Bites are extremely resistant to poisons and other icky things. They're incredibly tough, which is shown by the fact that they are still a
anti-Nurgle Orcs
40k, despite foregoing most of their technology. Imagine them as the Catachan jungle fighters of the Orcs. Another benefit for being in touch with nature is the fact that they are legendary breeders. No, not in like an orky fucky way, no. In the way that they're able to produce huge amounts of high quality grots and squigs. These wild jungle boys are the only ones that can breed squigoths, which is a huge flex. Like, damn, that's a big, angry, cute creature.
Angry, cute
Snake are a living testament to the fact that despite the existence of space nukes, pulse rifles, railguns, and laser cannons, angry green boys with a bunch of angry Mike Wazowskis are a huge
angry Mike Wazowskis, kaiju-sized angry Mike Wazowskis,
who have the least fitting name in the entire universe. When you think Blood Axe, what comes to mind? Berserker orcs, orcs that can claim skulls and cosplay as corn, orcs that have axes with blood on them. None of these even remotely fit the description of the Blood Axes, as the Blood Axes are the most reasonable and diplomatic of all the orc clans. They're so mentally advanced that they're known to trade with the Imperium and occasionally fight for them as mercenaries. Their natural-born leadership tendencies, as well as their common sense, meant that the Blood Axes were the leading orc clan for a long time. However, as we know, the universe of 40k actively targets those with common sense like they're a cancer. Hence, eventually, the other orc clans were like, fuck these umi-loving gits, and they waged a war of genocide against them. Some Blood Axes escaped, and they continue to trade and fight for the Imperium here and there. But overall, they are despised by the other orcs for their lack of orkiness. Now onto the scum of the orc clans. We have the Death Skulls. This band of distasteful orcs generally avoid the honourable trench charging that is common of their race, and instead prefer to pillage weak enemies and loot quiet battlefields. They scavenge corpses, destroy vehicles, and will even pluck teeth from dead orcs. They love to steal from the bad moons and they blame others. Now that's not to say they're cowards, they're just a bit smarter about how they spend their lives. The Death Skulls are actually quite a pain in battle, as they steal enemy weaponry, then heavily modify it to create unstable Daka dispensers of death. Not what you want to deal with when fighting orcs. The only orc clan more despised than the Death Skulls are the Blood Axes, because at least being a sneaky git is a bit morky, or maybe gawky. If it wasn't for their extreme ADHD, the Death Skull's technical ability and sneakiness would have made them one of the most powerful of the Orc clans. But alas, as soon as they steal their next shiny thing, their attention span dissipates like a goldfish. The next group of Orcs aren't necessarily a clan, but they still count. The Freebooters. These pirate cosplayers are a bunch of orc mercenaries that can work with other clans if the price is right. Their strength comes from their diversity, as they're made up by members of each of the different clans. They have the muscle of the Goths, the engineers of the Evil Sons, the wealth of the Bad Moons, the resilience of the Snakebites, the sneakiness of the Death Skulls, and absolutely zero Blood Axes, cause fuck those guys. The Freebooters are a lot of fun, as having so many different orc types in one group is bound to create some solid interactions and cheeky drama. The war bosses of Freebooters even refer to themselves as captains, and will generally sport a fabulous hat. Some freebooters are a bit more concerning, however.
They understand
on the rare occasion that an orc falls to Chaos worship, they often go off and create a Chaos Orc freebooter warband, which are a huge pain in the ass. Generally, these freebooters end up in service to Khorne, such as the Khornite Stormboys. But yeah, that's not really a combo I'd like to go up against. However, the worst of the freebooters are the Orc Genestealer brood, who are what they sound like. A human Genestealer is sometimes strong enough to take on a Space Marine, so imagine dealing with an Orc Genestealer. The Orc Genestealer freebooters are considered to be by far the most dangerous and assholey of all the freebooters around. What happens when Orc spores are put on a planet with no Orcs around? Well, they become feral and form feral Orc tribes. See, whilst Orcs do possess innate knowledge on how to make shit, they need a reference to start. Without that reference, they can never get past the Bronze Age. That doesn't make them not dangerous though. Armies of orcs with clubs, spears and bows can still seriously fuck you up, and when they figure out how to ride the local wildlife, it becomes even more problematic. Although still dangerous, feral orcs are considered more of a nuisance than a planetary threat, as bows, spears and clubs get countered pretty hard by Promethean flamethrowers. Some orcs get jealous of the Evil Sun's speed, hence the Cult of Speed was formed. This cult allows orcs from any clan to go fast. They are pretty much identical to the Evil Sons. They paint their shit red, but they aren't the same, so fuck you. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then...
Okay, so... Gotta, He puts in stuff about his shilling some of his stuff. He makes and sells Warhammer hentai, so let that sink in for a bit. Anyway, so that was kind of interesting. There are reasonable orcs in Warhammer. But of course, like you said, they target anything with common sense or a freaking brain. You know, Warhammer target isn't a bigoted asshole. Warhammer targets immediately. I swear to God, though, that it's like there's like no character development. I mean, it's interesting to start off with, but the more I find out about Warhammer, the less interested I'm actually becoming in it in a way, because like it's the same thing. It's been going on for like ever, and it's the same old, same old. No characters have any real character development or anything. That's actually why I like text to speech, because in a couple ones, especially the podcast episodes, they actually had some actual character development, like when with the God, I can't remember what they're called, but the Sons of Rogel Dorn, the angry guys or whatever, that one guy who was there screaming all the time. Anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share on social media, help this channel grow just like my main channel, guys. Help me get through this problem with YouTube. And of course, click on the link to the original down in the description. Get down to Major Kill's channel if you like this, and thumbs up his original video and give him a sub. I will see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. Bye-bye.